Hey, Brian Parker here, attorney Brian Parker, bringing you the good stuff once again. I've got a illustration for you against a creditor lawsuit, American Express, on how you can use ParkerGPT to quickly and easily answer either your creditor lawsuit or a debt buyer lawsuit. But today we'll examine an American Express lawsuit with several challenges. In this case, this is a client that came to me and asked for help, and it's a breach of contract case from American Express, who they all securitize. American Express goes pretty deep, and to their own detriment, you can really have some fun with their ability to securitize, but inability to properly represent that American Express has standing to sue you. In this case, the client noticed that an account number that she was assigned to in the complaint, 5001, wasn't her account number. How does she know this? Because American Express's own lawsuit shows it's the wrong account number. So that will demonstrate one of a couple of issues that when you examine a lawsuit, when ParkerGPT examines a lawsuit, it will emphasize which things to push on. So here are the three major issues identified, Shazam. So we tear apart the complaint and we take a look what problems that go towards tripping them up or defending against. The most important thing is, do they have standing? And we show in our defense, either through an answer or a motion to dismiss, that there is no standing. So we'll look at the complaint. We will look at the creditor agreement. That's the one that's attached to the lawsuit. It's never the actual original copy. So if you are alleging that someone is breaching the terms and conditions of an agreement, as they do here, you have to show the terms and conditions of the agreement, not a copy or something from another year. And then thirdly, in the same contract, they've attached the governing law provision. Again, the governing law provision, every contract has, it'll say, you must bring this case under XYZ state law and sometimes federal law. Well, never is that the case. So it's up to you. You can take a look at the law that they say applies here, and then you know where you've been sued. It's your option whether you want to bring that out. In this case, we do. So first, we looked at the account number discrepancy. Let me put up the complaint, Shazam, and that says it's account number 5001. However, let's put up the credit agreement they attach. That says the account number ends 2008. So you can stop right there. Their own proof shows that there's a problem here. The wrong jurisdiction is our second issue. The cardholder agreement, if you choose to look into this, because it is a breach of contract case. So if someone says, hey, you're breaching the contract, but they breach the contract, they don't have clean hands. So they can't very well accuse you of something they're doing. That is in fact, when you defend against that, for you not to bring that up, if you choose to do that, you waive the right down the road to make that an issue. Now it's a jurisdictional issue, so that always has possibilities, but don't waive it. You snooze, you lose. So the third is the securitization issue, of course. It's the most significant problem that credit card collection cases have. Now, I'm not saying it's a panacea or a magic wand where you're always going to win the case. You're going to mitigate the amount of damages because they have to do math here and they go, do we really want to fight this for small gains, or shall we just settle this case? So you'll have it's a mitigation of damages. So use this possibility. American Express is a good one as far as using securitization. So your job now is to decide, do I answer the complaint or do I file a motion to dismiss? What are our options? You file an answer, you file your affirmative defenses, and you go all in. Now you wait for the court to set a pretrial in a couple of months. Then there's going to be discovery, then and then and then. Or you can have some fun here while following the law and bringing this all out in the open immediately and really bothering the creditor, or in this case, American Express. If you file a motion to dismiss, early on, unless you're dead nuts right, you're not probably going to prevail in that motion. But what you do, if you're a Parker disciple, is file a motion to dismiss, or in the alternative, a motion for more definite statement. And that says, hey, you're still missing documents. I can't answer this properly. You've got the wrong account numbers and you haven't added my complaint, while at the same time saying I've breached terms and conditions of the wrong complaint. So what'll happen is practically 99 times out of 100, a judge will go, Parker, you're not gonna win the motion to dismiss today. Let's give them a chance to give their documents up, but I will grant you the motion for more alternate, more definite statement. So then they have, under Michigan law and several other states, they've got 14 days to produce the documents that you claim are missing, and the judge will agree with you. Again, why didn't he just grant my motion to dismiss if he's literally saying I win the motion, saying they don't have enough documents? But I digress. But you can win this much quicker than waiting for a pretrial, waiting for a motion, waiting for discovery. Just bring in this instead of an answer. Most state rules allow you to either answer or a motion to dismiss, especially if it's a really bad case on their part. So when you win that motion for more documents, more definite statement of their lawsuit against you to show standing, they will have 14 days only to produce everything. And if they don't, you get the right to then go in and default. So in a sense, you make them come forward with everything they're going to use against you 6 months down the road in their own motion to dismiss. And if they don't have it in 14 days, you win, generally, depending on your state, as opposed to waiting to get your butt kicked on a motion to dismiss. This is beautiful stuff. So I will show you a video now of me actually using ParkerGPT. Hey ParkerGPT, should I do an answer in this case? So what I did is I downloaded this complaint into ParkerGPT, and then I asked it, I said, should I do an answer or should I do a motion to dismiss? And here is what happened. Shazam.
And we're going to say, should I do a motion to dismiss or an answer? In this case, the account number on the document of AMEX is not the same as in the lawsuit. There is a securitization issue, citation issue, and this has a governing law provision for Utah. What do you recommend? And we give it to ParkerGPT and see what they recommend. My first thought is to do a motion to dismiss, then also follow it along with a motion for more definite statement. So if we lose the motion to dismiss, and by the way, losing is relative, the court's going to go, you know what, Amex, I'm going to rule that you should give him more documentation. Well, that's kind of hard for them, but it also brings up whether they really do have the right information. They only got 14 days. The rule, at least in Michigan, they got 14 days or face a default. So it's a nice little double whammy if you do a motion to dismiss. But I'd just like to see and to show what ParkerGPT says to do. And strategic recommendation, file both documents, motion to dismiss and an answer, preserve all defenses. Actually, I don't like that answer. So I'm going to say which one to do. Under the Michigan court rules, I can either answer or motion to dismiss with motion for more definite statement. Which one should be my first response to this lawsuit? Question mark. All right. So with any chat, if you will, chat box, with ParkerGPT, it's a little easier because we're just focused on debt defense as opposed to the larger models that have the whole wide web. So why motions missed first is superior. Leverages your strongest arguments, tactical advantage on the Michigan rules, early settlement discussions, alternative pleading. This is quite nice. Tax the foundation. And then it says, would you like me to help you draft this motion to dismiss? You know what? Draft the motion. All right, so this is what we're doing. Click. And I've done many of these before. They're all embedded in ParkerGPT. The reason why it's called ParkerGPT is not because you want everybody to know my name, but it's centric to me and to debt defense only, not the very general and overwhelming ChatGPT, or I like Claude, and this is based on a Claude, but we want specific in our lane defense for you to make it easier. And look how it's coming through. Fail if stated claimants relief can be granted. Lack of standing, plaintiffs lack standing to. It's not bad. I think it can do better. It's mirroring what I do and then convolutingly. Oh no, actually, that's 2.16 C8. See, yeah, it's not. Hey, you know what? It's not bad. So that's the approach you take with ParkerGPT. You got a complaint, you see something weird with their paperwork, ask ParkerGPT. It'll make the decision of what you should do for you, and then it will then do whatever you decide to do. It'll do all the work for you. I'm just going to add, once I have finished and signed everything, and it is ready for filing, what is to be done then? So I'm saying that for your benefit, the uninitiated or new to this. Okay, so I did what ParkerGPT said to do. What do I do now? So I'm just going to ask and see if it's helpful to you. So let's go click. And so once I have finished and signed everything and is ready for filing, what is to be done then? That's a natural question for somebody using this service and being sued for the first time. And there it is. Original court clerk, original for the opposing count, copy of counsel, copy for your records. Tells you everything to do. Schedule the, oh my goodness. Hey, this is all very good. This is good. Prompt filing. That gives you a little bonus, like, here's why you're doing the right thing. So that's ParkerGPT bringing you the good stuff. And this is incorporated in a much bigger motion. I'm going to follow its advice and do the motion to dismiss and do a video for you. Thank you.
Okay, so we're doing a full video on this, on what I did with ParkerGPT suggestion, and I will bring a full video for our members at Killdebt.com. So I hope that video helps you fight off AMEX, get better deals and mitigate your damages, educates you, and you like, love, and subscribe. Thank you.